What's going on, guys? Another Pacific World Asian Summer League slate tonight. We have a three-gamer. It's nice that they are including that third game, even though the slate lasts a lot longer, but most of us are sleeping during that time. I was able to catch the first game last night. Just a lot of chaotic Counter-Strike, not a lot of tactical approaches. Teams typically in the EuroLeague are better on the CT side. That doesn't seem to be the case for this because they're just run and gun. But let's get into the slate. The odds are actually closer than what I predicted when I didn't even look at the odds and I literally just looked at the matchups. So part of me thinks that maybe the books were getting a little bit hit hard on putting some of these teams as too big of favorites, but I still think that we have three clear teams that we want to target here. Invictus Gaming versus Bren. Bren played last night against Lucid Dream and at times looked good, at other times looked awful. They looked really good on Nuke because Lucid Dream looked awful. I don't know. I know IG is one of the top teams in this competition, so I think they are a team I like targeting here at a minus 227 favorite. Tiger versus Mazzali. Tiger was one of the teams that blew a tire last night as a big favorite. I think they lost 2-0. They had one game go to overtime, and then they lost the second match. But I do think they bounced back here. And Mazzali, I don't even think they should be this close of an underdog. I think this spread should be a lot higher. Then our last one is Beyond minus 250 against Divine Vendetta. Beyond has a lot of nice targets as well. It's a team that we have stacked in the past. So let's hop over to our first game, Invictus Gaming. Flying is the most expensive player in the slate, and he is their best player. He is a really aggressive entry fragger, but also can just get those 3-4 kill maps where he has that upside for those other fantasy stats. So I think he'll actually not necessarily be a lock for me just because they're not that big of a favorite, but he is my favorite play of the entire slate if you don't think about anything related to salary. I think Viva might be a little bit overpriced here compared to GE and Destroyer, and I'm definitely not considering OI or Zero I or whatever his name is at the bottom. So obviously targeting the top four, but I do think, I haven't completely done a build yet, but I think Viva is a little bit too expensive. On the Bren side, Papachulo was not very good last night, maybe like 50 points. And then it kind of kept rotating between Derek, JA, and Witz. Again, not a team I'm targeting in cash games tonight. So let's go to the Tiger side. This is where I think we're getting an insane discount on someone like Erica Street, who didn't perform very well today. But if you look at his stats, I mean, he wasn't worth 10K last night, but he was definitely one of the best plays on their team. I think the best play on their team. I think point per dollar was 9, or Cabal was the better point per dollar play. But I don't think Dabu should be the most expensive player here. Dabu's in play. He's he's really aggressive too, but dies a lot more. So my favorite three plays right here are right in the middle: Erica Street, 9, and Cabal. And I think those price tags on a team like Tiger that I'm going to be pretty high on. I think you can fit any of those three in, or all three. I think being only a minus 220, maybe not go all three, but maybe go Erica Street and then either 9 or Cabal, depending on if you want to do a 2-2 stack or a 3-2-1. On the Mazzalai side, Machine Gun continues to impress everybody with his AWP. He kind of just like holds the team up and puts them on their shoulders, but as an underdog here, priced at 8,800, I'd rather pay $200 more for Flying. In our last game, Beyond, this is here again where we see a pretty massive price discount. This is why the more you look at the prices, it might be not easy, but easier to use someone like Flying on this slate, because Olivia and QQ God are like locks for me here at this price, or pretty close to it. And then I do think KNTZ is better than STK, but they've been priced the opposite of that lately. On Divine Vendetta, I'm just not really considering anybody here in cash. I think if you go there for GPP, I really like Pokemon's price. And then, targeting these top three, I think would be definitely viable. And actually, Havoc is probably too cheap. When they were a favorite one slate, or not even a favorite when they were on the first slate, he was the most expensive player for them. And let me just check here for Divine Vendetta. I think he still is like their top. Let's see, Havoc. 0.67 and 0.68. This data now has changed after the 3 days of them being on the slate. But look at Olivia, 0.75 kills per round, 0.64 deaths per round. Lock him in. QQ God dies a decent amount more, but he's super aggressive as well. And then KNTZ has been performing really nicely at 0.68 and 0.66. STK is in the negative, and so is Mare Rolls. But I love Olivia. Olivia is going to be like my cash lock of this entire slate. So make sure you have him in. And then I would also say Erica Street. And then because of pricing, I know I'm going to be able to get to flying. So these three I love in a vacuum, and I love stacking them with their respective teams. All right. Hopefully this helps you win some more cash while you're sleeping, like I did last night. And then we will continue with another slate tomorrow. We will jump into that in another video that will be posted on this YouTube channel as well. Thanks for listening. Subscribe, like, comment. It's all appreciated. Thanks.